Hey everybody, welcome to Big Valley Living. We wanted to have something that was really satisfying but not too heavy on the stomach. And a couple weeks ago we tried a loaded cauliflower bake. And we kind of are obsessed with it right now. So we're going to share this recipe with you. I Googled it and then we sort of tweaked it to our own. So tonight we're going to make a nice loaded cauliflower casserole. Stick around.
Yeah!
So what we're going to start with is I have the oven preheated to 425 degrees Fahrenheit. And then I'm using this Pampered Chef enameled cast iron pan. It's a 2-quart and it makes just enough for the two of us. So you can use a nonstick spray, but that can kind of get gummy. So I just use my regular olive oil. And I'm gonna just lightly grease this pan so nothing sticks to it. And we're gonna preheat it while we steam the cauliflower until it's fork tender. So we'll be right back after I put this in the oven. All right, so this recipe calls for 2 pounds of cauliflower. So I have 2 pounds of cauliflower. After you take the greens and the stem and everything off, the net weight was 1.3 pounds. So if you're using frozen cauliflower, follow the instructions for thawing it out. And I just wanted you to know how much it weighed in case you don't have fresh cauliflower available, or maybe if you freeze it in bags if you happen to grow it or get a good deal at the farmer's market. So what I'm gonna do is cover this, put it on my stovetop, and I'm gonna steam it until it is fork tender. One other thing that I've done is I've gone ahead and I have made some bacon. I just pre-fried it. So I wanted you to know that. Just a good way to plan it. So we'll be right back. While the cauliflower is steaming away, and that takes about 10 minutes once it gets going, I went ahead and mixed the next ingredients and chopped what I needed to chop. So in this bowl, I have mixed together the 1 brick of softened Philadelphia brand cream cheese. Use whatever brand you wish, but it needs to be room temperature so that you can mix it. I used a fork. A 1/2 cup of sour cream. We're probably about 1/2 cup to 3/4. It'll be a little richer. About a teaspoon of garlic powder. I'm going to encourage you to use the powdery powder, not the granulated garlic, because it just spreads out nicer. A 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder, same thing. Powder is a little bit better than the granules just because it tastes better and they mix around better. You can use any kind of cheese you want, but I did a finely grated sharp cheddar cheese. You need 3 cups. Now the recipe that I got is actually from Small Town Woman, so I have adapted it a little bit, but she actually calls for 1.5 cups of Monterey Jack shredded cheese and 1.5 cups of cheddar shredded cheese. So I have 2 cups in here and I've reserved a cup off to the side. And then you can salt and pepper that to taste. And then we have 6 slices of crispy bacon. I've got probably about half of it here and then the other half off to the side for later. And then a 1/4 cup of chopped fresh chives with a tablespoon off to the side. I actually used green onions because they just kind of have more chunkiness when they're in the bowl or in the pan. And then as soon as that cauliflower is ready, we're going to go ahead and put it into our preheated enameled cast iron pan. So we've taken our preheated pan out of the oven that was already sprayed with a nonstick coating. And I gently folded the steamed cauliflower with about 3/4 cup of the green onions and about a 1/2 cup of bacon that I crumbled up in there and the cheese mixture. And now what we're going to do is we're going to put it into that 425 oven for roughly 20 to 25 minutes. Once we are finished with that, we're going to bring it out and I'm going to top it with just a little bit more cheese and bacon. Put it in the oven for a couple minutes, get the cheese melted, and then when it comes out, I'll sprinkle those nice green onion tops on top. This is a really super good dinner, and I just know you're gonna love it. Okay, so that took about 20 minutes and it's heated through. I saw it bubbling in the oven and you can see it's browning on top. It looks really good. So I'm going to take this finely grated cheese. I took another cup here of the cheddar. Again, you can use whatever cheese you wish, but we do like cheddar and it just kind of lends itself to this like a loaded baked potato. And you know, you could maybe try pepper jack or something cool like that, right? So I am going to put this on top, and it's already starting to melt. So I'm going to stick it in the oven for maybe a minute with the bacon on top, the reserved bacon, which is about a cup or so. Just enough to kind of give it some color and have some fun. And then when I bring it out, I'm going to let it cool down for just a minute or two, and I'll put some nice cold green chives on top for a contrast. So the cheese has melted and that bacon looks scrumptious as well. So now I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of green onion tops, or you could totally use chives. And if that doesn't look like a baked potato, a loaded baked potato, I don't know what does. So this is going to be a really good dinner, keto friendly. It has some really nice vegetables in it, and it comes together quite quickly. JJ really wanted to have some hot links tonight, so this is going to be a side with some hot links for him. But we made a meal out of this, and we actually had some broccoli left over from just some snacking during the week when we made it the last time. So we went ahead and put some broccoli in there too. It was really good. So, you know, get creative with it. If this is your first time visiting Big Valley Living and you like this recipe, make sure to like this video, share it with your friends, and if you want to see more like this, go ahead and subscribe to our channel and hit the bell for notifications for more videos like this. I really like green onions, so I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle a little bit more on. And it's really hot right now, but I'm going to go ahead and give it a little taste test for you. I honestly feel like I'm eating a loaded baked potato. Bon appetit. Enjoy this. Have a great day and be kind, everybody.
See you later, everybody.
Bye.